Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Rangers today is Brian Allard, whose record is 9-13 with a 4.67 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers is Jeff Robinson, making his Major League debut. That's right, we got Jeff Robinson on the mound making his Major League debut today, which is kind of a perfect scenario for him because not only are we coming off a 3-game winning streak here in Detroit against the Angels, but now we faced the worst offensive team in the game. So taking a look at the standings here, you'll see they have the worst batting average, 241, the least amount of home runs, and below average in the American League in stolen bases. And the only reason they're probably competitive is it looks like their overall team ERA is pretty solid, although they do have 2 starters on the IL right now. So maybe we can take advantage of that, keep the winning streak going. We'll get started with today's game here. I do have a special announcement. We will be doing a NFL season this year. I downloaded the Football Mogul 2017 edition to give it a try. I've never actually attempted to play it before. I have no idea how to play it. It will be set up much like the Baseball Mogul series here, where I'm adding the football cards for every player that there is a card available. You know, like second string offensive linemen typically don't have a football card made, especially in the era in which I'm going to play. We're going to be starting with the 1980 Detroit Lions season. That's the year that they drafted Billy Sims out of Oklahoma, and we will start there. The season week 1 starts on September 11th, the same day as the bulk of the real NFL season starts. And then we'll play a game every Sunday until the end of the season. That's going to be my plan anyway. And we will continue to play the same volume of baseball games until this season is over. And then at that point, we'll be done until next spring for baseball. So that's the plan. Okay, so here it is, Jeff Robinson. Of course, none of the Rangers have ever played against him because it's his first game. We'll talk more about him later. The bullpen, we are short 2 right-handers today, Roy Thomas and Dave Smith. Thomas got the win in yesterday's ball game as Dave Rozema could only go 5. And then we brought in the relievers and they blew the victory for him. Although we came back and got the victory, so that's the way it works. Brian Allard, he is a righty, so here's our lineup versus righties. We have all the good players in there. This is our everyday lineup versus righties. Okay, let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown. Oh man, for the Rangers, remember they only have 1 catcher on their team, and he's not playing today. So let's take a look and see who's leading off. And playing catcher today is the shortstop, Odie Davis. Batting second and DHing is Terry Bogener. Batting third in right field is Mel Hall. Batting cleanup playing first base is Pete O'Brien. Batting fifth in left field is Otto Velez. Batting sixth playing third base is Tucker Ashford. Batting seventh in center field is Billy Sample. Batting eighth at second base is Bump Wills. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, is Wayne Tolleson. Okay, let's take a look at Jeff Robinson here. There he is in his rookie card, 1987 top. So he's actually still several seasons away from actually making his Major League debut. He has been nothing but fantastic in the minor leagues. He got promoted this year to AAA, where he was 8-3 with a 2.38 ERA. I love the fact that he doesn't walk very many. His control is excellent. 61 Ks and 87 innings pitched. We'll see how that translates to the majors. Overall, the opponent's batting average was 224 against him. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. He throws a lot of ground balls, 50% of the time. And his splitter, that is his best pitch, rated a 92. His fastball is an 84. He's got a slow curve that he works in. Overall, he's already rated a 90. We know that's sort of a mirage, not really indicative of how he might perform. He is only 21 years old, and since this is his first start, he won't go to arbitration until 1986. And maybe we'll have a shot at the rotation next year, depending how he does here down the stretch. There's the Tigers' defense, everybody where they belong. We got Kevin Bass out there in center field. It's kind of our weak link with Terry Kennedy behind the plate and his 80 rated arm. Okay, here is catcher Odie Davis. Now, they only have one catcher, that's Malberg. I don't know why, but let's look at his fielding. So he's only started 3 games at catcher this year. I'm assuming that includes today. But it might be kind of fun to take a look at the roster maybe after the game and see which players are filling in that backup role. Okay, here it is. Odie Davis leading off against Jeff Robinson. Striking him out. That's what I expect from this kid. Striking out the leadoff guy. Good start. We got 3 lefties coming up here with Terry Bogener batting 130. A ground ball to second. Whitaker had the day off yesterday. Throws out Bogener. That will bring up Mel Hall, batting 167, and a ground ball to third. That will do it. So we go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Tigers lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, playing second base, is Sweet Lee Whitaker. Batting second, playing shortstop, is Alan Trammell. Batting third, playing first base, is Greg Brock. Batting cleanup, playing third base, is George Brett. Batting fifth in left field, Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting seventh and catching is Terry Kennedy. Batting eighth and DHing is Mickey Hatcher. And batting ninth in center field is Kevin Bass. Let's take a look at Brian Allard. He has kind of taken over the ace role with the injury to Lakowitz. Who, you might ask? I don't know. It's hard to say where some of these players come from. But Brian Allard, he did play the majors. This is his 26th start, career high, 9-13 with a 4.67 ERA. Way more walks than strikeouts. That's always good for us. Opponents are batting 266 against him, 5 complete games, 2 shutouts. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. His ground ball percentage is 47%. He only has 1 pitch above average. That is the slider, rated an 87. Overall, he is rated an 81. The 25-year-old righty, he does go to arbitration at the end of the year. Okay. Take a look at the defense. Wow. If we get runners on base, we have to be going. I think that's a 57 behind the plate. Left field and center field, both horrible, well below average. And definitely we could take advantage of this team defensively. Here we go. Sweet Lou leading off against Brian Allard. Lou, team leading 20 home runs. Lines out to left. He's got an outside chance of being our team MVP this year. 1 out. Alan Trammell up next. And there's a base hit. Going oppo into right field. We have to send Trammell, 83% chance. Got to give it a go. There we go, a slider for a strike, and Trammell steals second base. His 13th stolen base on the year. That'll give Greg Brock a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. He walks. Brock is always getting on base. That does set up a double play possibility, though, with George Brett at the plate. First and second, one out. Brett pulls it to second, and there is the double play. So a 4-6-1 double play. We go to the top of the second inning. Jeff Robinson, strong first inning in his debut. Here's Pete O'Brien. O'Brien, I believe, is a rookie this year. Ground ball to short. Let's double check that. No, he's in his second full season. Struggling like a lot of the Rangers players. Otto Velez, I think I always mispronounce his last name. Otto Velez, out of baseball by 1982, and he's under contract for a long time. There's the first hit given up by Robinson to the veteran Velez. Runner on first. Tucker Ashford, somehow he's managed to hit 10 home runs this season. Wow, striking out on a slow curve that was so far low and away. 2 Ks for Robinson, 2 down. Here's a Billy Sample, longtime Texas Ranger. Ground ball to Whitaker, and that'll do it. So we go to the bottom of the second inning with Gibby leading off. Gibby, Wilson, and Kennedy due up. Gibby pulls it past the first baseman O'Brien for a base hit, and we are absolutely going to send Gibson with his 86 speed. Glenn Wilson at the plate. Curveball, and Gibson steals easily. 13th stolen base for Gibby. You know one of these times we're going to send a runner, and he will be thrown out. Let's try to hit it to the right side. Get to third with less than 2 outs. That's the goal. Good job. Ground ball up the middle. That'll move Gibby over as the second baseman, Wills, makes the play. All we're asking here is for a sac fly from Kennedy, who's been kind of flopping around lately at the plate. A ground ball to second. That should get Gibby in. We'll take it. Tigers take the lead, 1-0. Give Kennedy an RBI for that. And the bases are empty for Mickey Hatcher, who's been hitting much better. We dropped him down in the lineup. Look at all the 270 plus hitters we have here. Very consistent as Hatcher pops out to short. Tolleson making the catch. We go to the top of the third inning. Tigers have the early lead, 1-0. Here's Bump Wills leading off. He leads the team with 11 home runs, and yet they have him down in the 8th spot. Oh, there's a gapper into left center field. Bass tracks it down, and Wills has himself his 12th double of the year. So a runner in scoring position. Here is Wayne Tolleson. Tolleson batting 136 versus right-handers as a switch hitter. Oh, he's going to improve that greatly as he drops it down the right field line for a base hit, driving in Bump Wills. So it's all tied at 1. Tolleson's got some pretty decent speed at first. Here's Odie Davis. Davis strikes out as Robinson drops it right under his wrist. There's out number 1. Third K for Robinson. Here come the lefties again, starting with Terry Bogener. Bogener lifts it to left. Gibby makes the catch. Gibby's defensive rating's gone back up to 88. That's going to bring up Mel Hall with 2 down. Hall, in real life, you probably know this, he's serving 44 years in jail for sex with a minor. 2 minors, technically. Ground ball to short. He's actually eligible for parole in 2030. So we'll see if he ever gets out. He hits a ground ball to short. We go to the bottom of the third inning after the Rangers tied up with Kevin Bass leading off. No production from our center fielders. I don't know what to do about that. I guess we just sacrifice that one position, much like the Rangers sacrificed their catcher position. Sweet Lou walks. Second walk by Allard. We're going to send Lou 82%. Why wouldn't we? Sooner or later, though, he's going to get thrown out. Fastball down the middle. Whitaker, team leading 14th stolen base. Not including, Ricky Henderson, obviously, who's, been traded. Okay, runner on second for Alan Trammell. 1-2 count. Flipping it to right. That might not be deep enough to get Whitaker over. Oh, he does tag. Takes a third, and he's 90 feet away from giving us the lead. That will be up to Greg Brock, who walked his first time up. 1-2 count, and there you go. Laces it to left field on a line. Whitaker scores. An RBI single for Brock, and the Tigers retake the lead. Great job by the Brockness monster. Here's George Brett, and Brett goes on a line to left. That's up against the wall. Brock scores from first. It's 3-1. George Brett's 11th double in 37 games for the Tigers, 25th overall. You can see he's not hitting so well compared to his history, at least in a Tiger uniform, but we'll take the production. So Brett standing on second base for Gibby. Gibby's 4 for 8 in his career against Brian Allard. And Allard pops it up in between first and second. Wills makes the catch. Tigers tack on 2. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Pete O'Brien leading off against Jeff Robinson. Oh, that looked like ball 4. O'Brien takes a cut. Look at the spacing for that. No, that was right in the middle. Robinson looking pretty good as Otto. Velez steps in. He strikes out Velez on the right on the corner. That looked like a ball. 4 Ks for Robinson. I'm loving this. Here is Tucker Ashford and a base hit right back through the box into center field, and that is the 4th Rangers hit today. Billy Sample at the plate, 0 for 1 against Robinson. I guess you could say that's a small sample size. I got dad jokes. And he strikes them out. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Wilson, Kennedy, and Hatcher due up. Allard at 53 pitches. Wilson goes to right field for a base hit. On first, what would Wilson's stolen base percentage be? 78%. Oh my gosh. Let's hit and run. Oh, he steals anyway on the missed hit and run. Wilson, he's got 3 stolen bases this year. 3 in his career. Has never been caught. 4 stolen bases today for the Tigers. Could we get everyone in the lineup a stolen base? That has probably never happened. Wilson has to hold on that, though. So, Kennedy not getting the job done. Maybe we need to get Lance Parrish in there. He had a pinch hit, garbage time home run yesterday. His 9th on the season. And there's a gapper for Hatcher. Wilson will score. A triple for Mickey. Sticky Mickey sticks at third. That's his 2nd triple of the season. Not having as solid of a year as he did last year, but you know what? A guy with his rating is producing, so we'll take it. Now here's an opportunity for Kevin Bass to do something right. Put the ball in play anywhere but third. That should get the run in. He strikes out. Wow. That's only the first strikeout for Allard. Lou comes in and sends it to left center field. So we're going to leave a runner stranded on third. We put a run on the board, though. It's 4-1. Top of the 5th inning. Now, Jeff Robinson's endurance is lower than most players in this game. I don't really know, maybe somebody out there has an idea, but I don't really know what 69 endurance equates to in pitch count. So I guess we're going to have to see. I don't mind keeping him in there until he gets tired, as long as he's effective. And so far he's been great. Will's popping it up to second. One down. Wayne Tolleson. Ground ball to second. And here is Odie Davis. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, and given up 4 base runners. Struck out for the third time. 6 Ks for Robinson in 5 innings. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Trammell, Brock, Brett duo. Here's Trammell. He pops it up on the infield, carrying to the outfield grass. Tolleson drops it. Oh, he drops it. Trammell safe at first. All right, we're sending Trammell. 83% chance. Now we have 4 stolen bases, right? So 4 out of 10. Well, let's see. So that would mean he's got 4 stolen bases. So if you're looking at 100% and the percentage is 83%, we are basically due to get caught stealing, right? That would be out of 5 attempts, we would be 4 for 5, right? Here we go. Let's see what happens. Curveball, and Trammell steals his second bag of the day, 14th overall. Hopefully you followed my logic there. Ground ball, that's the wrong bag. Trammell holds. Next up is George Brett. Brett gets hit by a pitch from Brian Allard. It was a curveball. That was unintentional. Possibly a double play situation here with Gibby coming up. Good speed, though. 1-2 count. And Gibby hits a ground ball to third. Around the horn. Yep. 5-4-3 double play. We're going to the top of the 6th inning. The lefties are due up. We'll keep a close eye on Robinson here. 65 pitches. Could be coming to the end of his rope. 7 Ks as he strikes out Bogener. This is exactly what the Tigers need. Mel Hall, next man up. Fly ball to center field. Deep. 329 feet. Caught by Bass. 2 down and a walk. There's his first walk. I'll take a 1-to-7 ratio any day, especially compared to our starters right now. And then Velez strikes out. Wow, what a performance. What a debut. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Wilson, Kennedy, Hatcher due up. Brian Allard at 81 pitches. And a gapper for Wilson. That's down all the way to the wall. A double for Hang 10 Glenn. 17th double on the season. I believe that leads the team now. Here's Terry Kennedy, 0 for 2 today. A wild pitch moving Wilson to third. They're still going to play back. So a ground ball, not a guarantee with Wilson's speed. Ground ball to second. Will it score a run? It does. Okay, another RBI. Tacked on for Kennedy. 5-1 Detroit. Tigers looking good in all aspects today. And a base hit for Hatcher. There's a single to go with his double. We're not going to stretch it. And another chance for Kevin Bass to get something done. Do something positive. A pass ball. Okay. We've got a hit by pitch, a wild pitch, and a pass ball, and an error on the shortstop. So I feel like Texas is getting moguled here. Another pass ball. Come on. Well, it is. Okay, right. Odie Davis. So let's be honest here. That seems a hell of a lot more likely than most scenarios. Nonetheless, it's egregious. It's all egregious. A ground ball to second. Hatcher scores. So we're going to give Bass an RBI. Probably didn't deserve it. 6-1 Detroit. And we're back to Lou with a ground ball to first. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. A lot going on here. Wilson's 2 for 3 with a stolen base. Even the guys who do not have hits today at least have RBI. So, tough call. I think I'd have to say Robinson, player of the game. We're keeping him out there, but now it's getting close. I think 90 pitches, somewhere in the range, as Ashford pops it up in foul ground on the first base side. Brock makes the catch. 1 down. Billy Sample 0 for 2 today. Also pop up at home plate. Kennedy shows them how it's done. And now the switch hitter, Bump Wills. He's got 1 of the 4 hits today, and he strikes out. What a performance from Jeff Robinson. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's Trammell, 1 for 3. 2 stolen bases today. Ground ball to first. We have a 5-run lead. I don't think we'll be stealing any more bases today, unless it gets a little tighter, like my muscles. As Brock lines out to third. Here's George Brett, 5 for 8 in his career. 1 for 2, hit by a pitch today. Also has a double and a bleeder into center field for a base hit. 9th Tigers hit. And that will bring up Gibby. Gibby 4 for 10 in his career versus Allard. And a ground ball to first. O'Brien scoops it, steps down the bag. So Robinson not tired at 90 pitches. Why not send them back out there? Save our bullpen. Wayne Tolleson. This is the worst hitting team in the majors, so why not keep him out there? Get those stats early on. There's a walk. And he is officially tired at 99 pitches, and the lefties are up. So that's all I need to know. Oops. A great performance by Robinson. 9 Ks in this start. We're going to bring in Paul Gibson, primarily because he has the least innings pitched of any lefty. So here's the creeper, folks, coming into the ball game. 18 games, 0-2. 13 Ks in 19 innings pitched with those walks. That's bad right there. Opponents are betting 278 against him. You kind of know the rest. Goes to arbitration in 1986. So, okay. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's Terry Bogener. 133 hitter versus lefties. A ground ball that gets past Brett. Oh no, come on. And a double on top of it. So this is where they make it a ball game, I guess. Third double for Bogener. A guy with a 398 OPS gets a double. Here's Melhall. Doesn't even have a hit this year versus lefties. We're going to pull first base in, but otherwise we'll play straight away. A wild pitch. That run scored goes against Robinson. So Paul Gibson here has just totally ruined the game. A blooper into left center field. That should carry deep enough for Gibby to make the catch. The run scores, and it's 6-3, just like that. Paul Gibson absolutely pouring gasoline on a fire here. There's a pop-up straight up at home plate. And that'll do it. A real bummer there by Gibson, but we still hold the lead, a 3-run lead. And Mark Mercer will come in. He is making his 45th appearance, 4-7 with a 2.40 ERA, 38K in 56 in the third innings pitched. Opponents are betting 234 against him. He's got 3 saves. He's 11 out of 12 in his career. Pretty solid there. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. He's got 2 very good pitches, a curveball and a fastball combo. Overall rated an 84, the 29-year-old lefty goes to arbitration at the end of the year. It's Gibby, Kennedy, and Hatcher. Parrish is in the on-deck circle. We'll give Parrish an at-bat versus the lefty. Strikes out. Wow. All right. Now here's Parrish. He had a pinch hit home run yesterday's ball game. Kennedy's not doing much for us, so got to give Parrish his at-bats when we can. Here's Big Will facing Mark Mercer, and he strikes out. Wow. 2 Ks. 2 batters, 2 Ks for Mark Mercer. Let's see how he does against Hatcher. Hatcher's 2 for 3. He hits lefties really well and a base hit to left. So Hatcher's 3 for 4 on the day. Next man up, Kevin Bass, 0 for 3 with an RBI. And he gaps it into left center field. Can Hatcher score? From first, he holds at third. Why not send him? There was 2 outs. Or at least give me the option to send him. I don't know. But I guess maybe it's because there's a left-hander up. Left-handed batter. That's Sweet Lou. That is, by the way, that is Bass's 4th double on the year. All right, here's Lou. Lou's 2 for 3 in his career with a walk against Mercer. 0-1 count and a base hit to left. Let's score 2. Yes, both runs score. We're going to go for 2. And Whitaker safe at second. Keeping the pressure on. Sweet Lou's 11th double of the year. It's 8-3 Detroit. And we get those 2 runs back as Trammell steps up and drills it to center field. Play is made. We're going to the 9th inning. Well, the save is off the board now, so we're going to bring in Tom Filer. He's our mop-up guy. Filer having a pretty good year in a dual role, starting and relieving. He's a reliever now, of course. Otto Velez. Oh, shit. Rips it right down the line, off the wall. And a double. All right. 14th double for Otto the Swatto. Tucker Ashford up. Fly ball into left. There we go, 1 down. Billy Sample. He's 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. And he walks. Okay, let's keep it together here, guys. First and second, 1 down. Bump Wills up. Wills 1 for 3. A ground ball to short. That should be 2. Oh, they only get the lead runner at second base. Force out at second. It's first and third with Wayne Tolleson up. Tolleson has one of the 3 RBIs. He's a 160 hitter. We're playing straight away. And a base hit to left. This is stupid. Come on, let's get it over with. 8-4 now. Odie Davis, 0 for 3. Terrible day behind the plate. And he strikes out. So they give him that 1 run as a gift. Tigers win 8-4. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. That's 4 in a row for Detroit. As we flip over to the Tigers. Nicely done. Let's take a look at the standings here. Tigers have won 4 in a row. We're barely gaining ground, but we do get a game back today. So we're 5 back. California and Seattle are tied as Oakland has lost 2. They're a half game back. Let's take a look at the National League. We'll keep track of it more closely now. Wow. New York 1 up on Montreal, Philadelphia 6.5 back. And look at this grouping in the West. LA and Atlanta are all even, with Cincinnati coming from last place, half game back. And really, San Diego not out of it at 4.5. But their team is not good, to be honest. Okay. Let's take a look at headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Red Sox win 8-7, move within 3.5 of the Yankees. Dennis Littlejohn led the offense for the Sox, going 3 for 4, a walk, a double, 2 ribby. He's 6 for 10 his last 3 games. Lachelle Tarver, the number 2 hitter, 2 for 5. He had a stolen base, a double, 2 runs, and 2 ribby. Angels win as Tanana strikes out 12. Wow. Thank goodness we missed that SOB. He has 129 strikeouts on the season. Oh, he's facing Toronto. 7 innings, 12 strikeouts. Number 9 hitter, Don Baylor. 2 for 4, a double, a ribby. Brewers win as Higuera strikes out 11. Wow, what's going on? Higuera, outside chance at the Cy Young Award. Twins had difficulty against Higuera. 1 run through 8 1/3. Doug Lohman, 3 for 4. Wow, okay. Seattle wins. So James was busy. He got in a groove. He didn't want to get out of it here. Seattle wins 4-3 to share first place. You see Mark Littell here. They moved Littell into the closer role. He was the closer for the Cardinals. He was traded to Seattle. They put him in the minor leagues. Carlos Diaz was the left-hander closer for them, for Seattle. And they brought him back up, and now they've moved him into the role. Dave Henderson, outside chance at an MVP this season, hit another home run. I believe he's one of a couple of players that have already hit more than 30 home runs. Harold Reynolds had a good game. Mark Langston pitched a solid 7 2/3. He is your Cy Young favorite right now. Next one. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the last one. 5-1 loss. Baltimore beats Oakland, knocks them out of first place. Tettleton down to 167. Tony Phillips, not great. Rusty McNeely, not good. Okay, transactions. Phew, that was a lot. Bill Spaceman Lee retires. We wish him a speedy recovery. He still pitches. He's 76 years old or something like that now, I guess. Add 40 years, so that makes some sense, somewhere in that range. And he recently suffered I don't think it was a heart attack, but like something while he was pitching on the mound, and they had to take him off on a stretcher. Nonetheless, his career is toast. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like it or subscribe. There will not be a live game tonight. I have a lot of issues with the live game. If you tuned in yesterday, there was tons of lag time. The audio was perfect, but the lag time between what was being presented and what was actually being done was so great that when the game actually ended and I stopped the video, it was still technically 2 innings short of actually completing in the broadcast. So no one actually got to see how the game ended. Not Jack Morris. Mickey Lolich pitched a 2-0 shutout for my Tigers. So we're just not going to do any more of that right now until I figure out the better way to handle it. Player of the game. This is a tough call. I mean, a lot of people contributed. I guess we're going to give it to Glenn Wilson. I mean, Jeff Robinson in his debut was pretty damn good. 100 pitches, 9 strikeouts. The bullpen slacked. They did not do their job. But we're going to give it to Glenn Wilson. He did have 2 hits. He had a stolen base. He didn't drive in any runs. No, I changed my mind. We're going to give it to Sticky Mickey. 3 for 4 with the ribby. He had a triple. So that's who's going to get it. Sticky Mickey. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great night.